Okay, everyone, welcome back to the baseball show. I'm filling in tonight. I had to take care of this. We got at Coors Field tonight, Monday night. Colorado Rockies finally broke through against the Los Angeles Dodgers, ending the frustrating 10-game losing streak to their division rivals. It took a grit, clutch hitting, and a walk-off in the ninth, but the Rockies pulled off a dramatic 4-3 victory. Early momentum, Dodgers strike first. The Dodgers got on board early. At the top of the second, Dalton Rushing lifted a sacrifice fly to bring in the game's first run. Just moments later, Shohei Ohtani added an RBI to extend the lead to 2-0. For a moment, it looked like the Los Angeles Dodgers might take control right away, but Colorado Rockies had other plans. The Rockies responded in the third. In the bottom of the third inning, Kyle Carros worked the walk, and Brenton Doyle followed with a sharp single. That set the stage for Ryan Ritter, who dropped a soft liner into right field. Both runners came around to score, and just like that, the Rockies tied it back up. They were right back in it, swinging the momentum back into the home team's favor with the Rockies. Dodgers take the lead again. Back and forth, the battle continued into the fifth. Will Smith doubled into the gap and later scored on a hit from Gavin Lux, putting the Dodgers back on top 3-2, but once again the Rockies refused to back down. Tovar's game-winning blast in the seventh inning. Ezequiel Tovar came through in the clutch. On a fastball up in the zone, he launched a towering drive to the right field, 412-foot home run with the exit velocity of 98 miles an hour. That swing tied the game 3-3, electrified Coors Field crowd, and gave the Rockies all the energy they needed heading back into the late innings. The walk-off in the ninth, with the game tied in the bottom of the ninth, the Rockies had one last chance facing the Dodgers reliever, Justin Wrobleski. Warming Bernabel stepped to the plate. On the second strike pitch, he lined a single into the outfield. The winning run crossed the plate, and the Rockies stormed the field in celebration. The walk-off single not only delivered a win, but also snapped their long losing streak against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Pitching matchup for the Dodgers. Yamamoto started strong, retiring the first 6 Rockies he faced, but in the third he ran into trouble. Giving up a game-tying rally, he stayed in long enough to keep the Dodgers in it, but gave up 2 earned runs. Justin Wrobleski was tagged with the loss, surrendering the walk-off hit. For Colorado veteran Kyle Freeland battled through 6 innings. He gave up 3 runs, but stranded runners in scoring position and kept the Rockies within striking distance. His efforts set the stage for the bullpen and ultimately the walk-off win. Star performers: Shohei Ohtani, 2 RBIs, 1 RBI, 2 singles, continue his remarkable success at Coors Field, where he is 18 RBIs in 18 games. Dalton Rushing for the Dodgers, sacrifice fly for an early RBI. Ezequiel Tovar, the clutch home run to tie it, and steady defense at shortstop. Warming Bernabel for the Rockies, the hero with the walk-off single in the ninth. Defensive highlight: one of the most memorable plays came in the outfield when Mickey Moniak of the Dodgers robbed Dalton Rushing of extra bases. With a leaping grab at the right center field wall, Moniak kept the game tight in the early innings. Final takeaway: this win meant more than just in the standings. It ending a 10-game losing streak for Colorado against the Dodgers. It showcased the Rockies' ability to rally back twice against one of the best teams in baseball. For Tovar's 7th inning home run, Bernabel's walk-off single, the Rockies showed grit, resilience, and timely hitting. For the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani continued his hot streak at Coors Field, but it wasn't enough to overcome the Rockies' late-inning magic. Final score, once again, Rockies 4, Dodgers 3. A night to remember in Denver. Congratulations to them, but we'll see what we all bleed blue. We'll see what bleed blue. We'll see what the Dodgers can do. Tomorrow night, under the lights in Tampa, Florida, the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays will square off in a matchup with serious late-season stakes. The game takes place in George M. Steinbrenner Field, with the first pitch scheduled for 7:35 p.m. Eastern Time. Coverage will be on FDSS-UN for the Rays fans and, yes, network for Yankee fans. This isn't just another game on the schedule. It's a battle between two division rivals fighting to stay alive in the playoff race, and it has all makings of a classic. Pitching matchup, we have Rodon versus Baz. On the mound for the Yankees will be Carlos Rendon, the fiery left-hander, who has been the backbone of the New York Yankees rotation all season, with Garrett Cole sidelined by Tommy John surgery. Rendon has stepped up as a de facto ace. He comes into the game with a 12-7 record, a 3.94 ERA, and an impressive 9.3 strikeouts per 9 innings. Rodon thrives in big spots, and tomorrow will be another test of his ability to set the tone for a team that's been surging lately. The Rays, it'll be Shane Baz, the young right-hander with electric stuff. Baz is working his way back from injury. But when healthy, he's dangerous. He averages 10.6 strikeouts per 9 innings, though his ERA sits at 4.66. The Rays will be looking for him to go deep enough into the game to keep the bullpen fresh, but his biggest challenge will be navigating the Yankees' power-packed lineup. Team form and standings. The Yankees enter tomorrow night's game with a record of 67-57, riding a 3-game winning streak and sitting third in the AL East. Over the last 10 games, they've gone 7-3, while a lineup has been scorching hot. 14 home runs in the last 10 games. Offensively, they rank at the top 5 American League in batting average, slugging, and home runs. Add in one of the league's better bullpens, and the Yankees look like a team hitting their stride at just the right time. The Rays, on the other hand, are 61-64, sitting in 4th place in the division. They've been stuck in neutral recently, going 5 out of 5 over the last 10 games. The offense has been consistent, averaging just 3.9 runs per game. And the pitching staff's ERA of 4.66 has been a challenge all year. Tomorrow night, they'll be looking to turn things around at home and claw their way back into the wild card contention. Star power at the plate. The Yankees, all eyes on Aaron Judge. Judge comes in batting .333 with 39 home runs, 91 RBIs. He's 4th in the major leagues in home runs, with 5th in RBIs. Judge has been swinging the bat well, with hits in back-to-back games, and he's always one swing away from changing the momentum. Behind him, Cody Bellinger has added depth and a pop with 22 home runs, while Trent Grisham and Anthony Volpe provide power further down the order with 21 and 18 homers apiece. This lineup that forces pitchers to grind through every single inning. For the Rays, their big bat is Junior Caminero. At just 21 years old, Caminero already has 35 home runs and 85 RBIs, making him one of the most dangerous young hitters in the league. He's backed up by Yandy Diaz, batting .283 with 20 homers, and Brandon Lowe, who's chipped in with 24. Jonathan Aranda has been another key piece, hitting .316, providing on-base consistency. The Rays don't have depth. The Yankees do, but Caminero gets hot. He can carry his offense tomorrow. He'll need to be a factor if the Rays want to keep pace. X factors and storylines. The injury storyline can't be ignored. The Yankees are without Garrett Cole, but Rodon has kept the rotation steady. The Rays are still working to get Shane Baz back to full strength. And how long he lasts tomorrow could dictate the entire game. The ballpark itself could also play a role. Steinbrenner field generally favors pitchers, but the Florida heat and humidity can turn routine fly balls into home runs. Expect the long ball to be a factor if either pitcher makes a mistake up in the zone. Head-to-head, the Yankees have had the upper hand, winning 6 of the last 10 matchups with the Rays this season. Their power bats especially. Judge and Bellinger have thrived against Tampa Bay pitching. What to watch for tomorrow night? Carlos Rodon command and continue to be steadying force for the Yankees rotation. Shane Baz' health and effectiveness. Will his strikeout shut down the Yankees, big bats, or will he struggle against their lineup? Judge and Caminero, 2 of the league's premier power hitters. If either goes deep, it could swing the momentum instantly. Playoff pressure, Yankees pushing to the solidity their wild card standing. Rays trying to stay alive in the hunt. Final outlook. Tomorrow's matchup is more than just a midweek game. It's about momentum, playoff positioning, and rivals looking to prove a point. The Yankees bring power, depth, and Rodon stability on the mound. The Rays bring youth, upside, and urgency of the team fighting to keep their season alive. Expect a tense pitches duel in the early innings, but once the bullpens get involved and the power bats come up in the late frames, this game could be decided by one big swing, whether it's Judge putting one into the seats or Cody Bellinger delivering a clutch spot, or Junior Caminero igniting the Rays crowd with a blast of his own. Tomorrow night in Tampa, it's the Yankees and the Rays, one team climbing, the other team battling for survival, and it promises to be one of the most compelling games on the August schedule. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to the Baseball Club. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a great night.